Go.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Ben Piper.
I'm Chad Wicker.
And we're here to do a Hernando Board of Aldermen update, just sharing with you about the things we've been up to at the city level, working on some things specifically for the city of Hernando over the last month or so. And of course, Merry Christmas. We always have to make sure we tell people that. Merry Christmas.
11 days.
We've had the town square is all done up. It's all looking beautiful. We've had a great Christmas parade. This past week that I think everybody enjoyed. I know my kids really enjoyed it a lot.
Big turnout.
Huge turnout like we've never seen before. But let's jump right in here with the first thing on our list in the last month that we took on.
These are the meetings that we had on November 16th and December 7th. So it's the last two meetings we had. We've been doing this about once a month, so it's covering two meetings and just get some information out there. So you want to start off? You want me?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So we hired Jared Barkley as our Parks and Recreation Department Director. Jared comes to us from Oxford, where he was a program director for Oxford Parks. He has a bachelor's in sports management from Erskine College and a master's in Parks and Recreation Management from the University of Mississippi. It was also an instructor at the University of Mississippi as well.
Adjunct professor. And so, really a nice resume, a nice good bit of experience there. We're really excited about having him there. I think that he, kind of laid out a specific vision for parks moving forward, and has some of that experience with a Parks and Recreation department that is really one of the best in the state. I mean, I think Oxford has one of the best parks departments in the state, so just having that experience was really valuable, I think, for us. Right. Yes. I've spoken with him. He's got some ideas to kind of hit the ground running with, and improve our team sports and get our program where I think we all want it to be. So.
Absolutely. Well, we also discussed at our most recent meeting is a cleanup of the Dilworth tunnel that goes basically from where the high school and middle school is underneath I-55, right?
From Riley Street to I guess underneath the tunnel that starts Dilworth Street. So
that's right, and it's used I think a lot by kids that are going to and from school, that walk to school, and we've heard a number of kind of issues there.
Safety issues
for sure. It's a dark tunnel. I mean, it's a tunnel, so of course it's going to be dark, but it's a dark tunnel. There's water that's collected down there with some drainage issues, and so I think that some of the options that we looked at there was either some sort of raised walkway, a paved walkway in there that is sloped to where it would have like a natural grading to keep the water off there and address some of those drainage issues.
Right. And so what we did at the last meeting is instructed our city engineer to come up with a plan to address the safety concerns, the drainage, and he's supposed to provide that to us at the next board meeting coming up on next Tuesday. And we hope to get that done. I think the board is committed to getting that issue addressed in a very timely manner, because I think it is a safety issue. I think the school has addressed that with some of the other aldermen, and we want to get it fixed.
Additionally, another part of it, other than just the cleanup and repairing and getting that done, is looking at a lighting option.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a done deal just yet, but looking to see what lighting would cost. I know that when we have big football games going on, sometimes I'm sure there's people that walk over from their homes on that side of town to the other, to where the football stadium is. Or maybe they would be more willing to do that if it was better lit.
You also have the linear park now along Mackinville. That's a walkway to get through there to the linear park. So we just got to get that done. I think that's something that's been kind of lingering out there for a couple of years that needs to be addressed. So
absolutely, I've done the cleanup there before. I've volunteered to do cleanup there before. The big stormwater drains that are there, all it takes is just some leaves getting clogged in there. Next thing you know, the whole tunnel's backed up with water. So, I think it's just going to take a little bit of time and effort and just some forethought into a more permanent solution to get that fixed and addressed.
Absolutely.
Oh, next up is something that's been discussed quite a bit is our noise ordinance that was put into place about 50 days ago. And we made an amendment to that even after just a short period of time. We did amend the extended time for live music to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. Previously, it was 10 p.m.
That's right. And I think one of the reasons we did that is because there was some confusion. I think when we initially passed the noise ordinance of what the time was, there was a lengthy discussion that night, and for whatever reason, some people thought they were voting on 11 p.m. and it was 10 p.m. But I voted against extending the time because I've heard from some of your residents in that area that there's an issue that needs to be addressed, and that's the whole reason for the noise ordinance. And I'll probably continue to vote against that. So, but I think that there were some arguments made that it maybe was the right thing to increase the time a little bit. So.
Additionally, we also said that after this change, we wouldn't look back at any other changes until April of 2022. So we're going to try to collect some data on what is going on with the noise ordinance so that we as aldermen understand it better, so our law enforcement has an opportunity to understand best practices in enforcing it, and really just give businesses a little bit of benefit of the doubt as far as that they don't know that they may be necessarily violating the noise ordinance. Let's help them understand what exactly that looks like, and so that they can be in compliance, because I don't think anyone necessarily wants to be in violation of the ordinance. Absolutely. The police don't want to have to come out and enforce it necessarily. So we want to be able to work with people and make sure our business community and our residential community are working in harmony there. Speaking of harmony, I always think Santa Claus always brings a lot of harmony, I think, to every household this time of year. We have the Cookies with Santa this past weekend in Hernando. Just want to give a shout out to all of our park staff for a great event yet again this year. Yeah, great. I mean, the Parks and Rec department do a great job with that event every year, and it just gets bigger and bigger. So. I know that me and my kids went, and we had a really great time. Got to see Santa. Thank you to all the sponsors, the Optimist Club, Dolly, for running that program. Hundreds of kids come in and out of the Gale Center. If you've never been, absolutely get your family there. There was a lot of center stage dance. Noah's Gift. I mean, there's a lot of local businesses contributed to that. I hate to not have a list of all of them here. It would take a while to read them all off, but so many great sponsors for that make that happen.
Hernando's so fortunate with the great community sponsorship we have, and any time we have an event, it's always we have too many people helping sign up to help. So it's really just so fortunate to live in such a great community like Hernando.
We're definitely blessed to be in Hernando. We're blessed to have y'all listening in today. That's our big the highlights from the last month or so. We want to again wish y'all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. We'll be back to tell y'all more about what's been going on in January, hopefully.
Do you want to mention the crew?
Oh yes, the crew of Hernando. The Santa Caravan is coming up this weekend, which is the 18th, December 18th. Santa will be on a fire truck going through town. They'll be throwing some candy out to folks in those neighborhoods. They've been collecting gifts for underprivileged youth and children and families in the area. It's just such a great event every year. Look for me. I'll be there with my kids, riding around and look for Santa as well.
I think the city has posted the map of the actual trail, caravan trail,
yes,
on the city Facebook page. So
there's several neighborhoods included in that. It goes all through the city. You'll probably hear the sirens coming. If you have a neighborhood Facebook page or Nextdoor or some of those apps, you should be able to get some updates potentially from people within your neighborhood. Hey, I hear the sirens coming or whatever else. So maybe another option there.
All right, that's all I got.
Awesome. Well, we wish y'all Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
See you in January.
See you in January. Sounds great. 2022. Here we come.
Thank you.